Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO. So, we finished the C Prime, which just suddenly ended, and I got some new info. So, I was confused, I'm still confused as usual, but apparently the he that helped Yumi in the C Prime, that's another he. That's the he before the he that we follow, basically, like... I just, like, if you think about this, in Hinata Road, in Road A, he was already a legend. And he that we know merged with Hinata after Hinata had an accident and the surgery. So, it's not the same he. So, who's the original he? Then, from before. That's kinda weird. But yeah, anyway. And also... there's like a lot of like theories going on around the series as well in the previous episodes, in the older episodes. Like, people's like somehow cooking some weird stuff about like Ishtar being Mutsuki or like Eresh being Yumi, something like that. I don't know, maybe... I don't know, we'll see what's real, we'll see at some point. But yeah, also yeah, accident, yeah, chat is right, yeah, accident. So yeah, anyway, let's go and let's log out once again and let's go to the D Prime this time. Let's go to see the original D Road, I would assume, because we had like origin of Yumi, I guess, and origin of he from before time. So, a young man who wanders space-time. Wait, 1 second. I will just return to the title really quick. One moment. One moment. I just have to just log in for a second.
What?
I just have to check something. Yeah, he's just called a man with the great strength, and there he's like a young man. Yeah, okay. I don't know if that's important or not, but... different phrasing. So, let's go and let's see. Cluster 00. Was it always starting from Cluster 00?
あなたたちって本当によく似ているわね。
Instruction.
もちろん姿形や行動様式は全然違うんだ。
Okay, Yayo is speaking to he.
なんて言えばいいのかしら。そうね。魂が
Their souls closely resemble each other.
言うのかしら。多分そんな感じね。
From you too, you're speaking to two people. Yeah, your souls closely resemble each other. She blows out a cloud of smoke from her cigarette. But what does she mean by you two? Me and me or someone else?
正直よくわからないんですけれど。
Okay, so this is after the surgery and after he manifested. So Hinata told Yaoi that he had contact with him. Also, this is so fucking weird to say he multiple times in one sentence. And he wants to talk about he because he talked about he because he thinks of he. Like, what the fuck? My mechanical arm comes into view.
この腕には魂は宿ってるんでしょうか。
My eyes continue to stare at my left cyber arm.
僕の体の3分の2はもう僕のものじゃない。だから魂も3分の1だけになってしまったんでしょうか。
Ah, interesting questions you have.
それとも鋼の体にも魂は宿るんでしょうか。
Steel is your body and fire is your blood. To be accurate, it's not entirely steel. It's ceramic. Oh, organic plastic. Glass fiber that imitates a nerve set. Just one small bit of it is steel. It's for that reason that the sense of discomfort probably hasn't faded away. Brilliant photography didn't show much during the scan. What is that? Photography developed by Soviet Union electrical engineer. Photographs of the feeble light emitted by cells called the bioenergy aura. Maybe this is what the aurora is that Yumi and Ishtar saw. Maybe that's what they see actually. Huh. The state of... He has created over 1,000 futures. Yeah. Unlimited space work. Unlimited guns work, actually, yeah. The state of one's coronal discharges is printed onto photography film through contact with a high voltage electrical source. This puts the energy being emitted to the human body into picture form. If the energy emissions are high, then a lot of bright light are photographed. You can understand the body past and present condition from appearance, strength and presence or absence of that energy. It's used in some medical institutions. This really sounds like what Yumi and Ishtar Eye can see. It sounds very similar. Are the souls in the parts that machines have replaced?
例えばの話だけれど、
She crushes her now small cigarette, crosses her arms and shuts her eyes in a deep thought. It's as if she's sleeping. Maybe she's in a trance, like the Delphic Sibyl.
神が人間をこしらえるときに肉体を DNA という鋳型に当てはめたように、魂にも鋳型があるのかもしれない。
I say this. It's been a while since I made a connection to Symphogear, okay? I think of Symphogear when I see this. I'm sorry. If you still haven't watched Symphogear, go watch. This will.
あなたたちはもしかすると同じ魂の鋳型で作られたのかもしれない。だからこそ、その肉体の中に同時に存在していても違和感を覚えないの。
Okay, this is interesting. So I wonder if like there are other people who actually, if like, let's say that this is actually a thing. So that would like kind of explain connections between like Ishtar and Eresh or something, for example, maybe like how they can suddenly talk. Yeah, actually Yumi talked to Eresh. No, wait, what was that? Anyway, if that corresponds to other people too. Maybe Sakuya, because Sakuya always was like bunny, moon, and everything. So maybe Sakuya and Hinata's sister, goddammit, Mutsuki, are also from the same soul template. Who knows? Just making some random stuff now.
普通だったら拒絶反応でえらいことになるわよ。運が良かったわね。まあ、悪運が強いとも言うけど。
Okay. Okay, now let's see, going back in time, I guess. I and I are existing at the same time. That might be true, but what are souls in the first place? Religious zealots once thought the creatures of the night, like fairies and vampires, had no souls. But the definition of souls brings into question whether or not there's life after death. After the body dies, does the consciousness also remain? Depending on their actions in life, humans can either go to heaven or hell or after death. But fairies and vampires just turn to ashes when they're destroyed. Yes, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The reason why is because fairies and vampires and all other monsters are eternal residents of the world without time. They have no lifespans. So as long as they aren't murdered or fall victim to an unfortunate accident, They live for eternity. If the present world goes for eternity, then there's no need for a next world. Huh. Kinda like he lives for eternity, huh? A lot of modern people don't believe in a world after death. They roam the neon-lit streets of sleepless cities, night after night, without being aware of it. Humans might have been reduced to soulless monsters of the dark. Oh, do we just suddenly got another cluster? What the fuck? What was that cut even? That was so random cut. Okay. Eternal storage. The man places a brandy glass to his lips. If he were to run low on alcohol, he might lose the power to speak. Okay, about who are we talking now? Perhaps the palpable memories of anxiety and fear are what prompt him to towel off his now sweaty brow. Okay. You're talking to Hinata, obviously. But, like, to Hinata, like, new body, right? It's still after the surgery. But about who? It's a hollow laugh that gives the bluff away. Maybe he's mocking himself. Maybe he also talked to he before. I mean, Nergal had the ball with this ball is still like not giving me peace of mind, I swear to God. Nergal got the ball from Eresh, right? And it had stored he and Yumi inside from future. Okay. His eyes are serious, falling to hide a hint of regret. Yeah, okay. So, Nergal talked to him before, and now Hinata is basically confirming that, hey, Nergal, you know what? That's a thing, like, someone's possessing me. Nergal gave it to Eresh. Oh, Nergal, okay, never mind. So, he maybe, like, in the past gave it to Nergal somehow, like, maybe he like, uploaded the recording, uploaded the word into the ball, and talked to Nergal to, like, hey, man, give it to Eresh. And he gave the ball to Eresh. Anyway, he quickly mutters this, and then drains the remaining brandy in his glass with one gulp. Developments in medical science have been identifying the mechanisms behind senility that programmed into one's genes. Biologists have been working on a way to avoid this kind of mental deterioration. In the end, we are only zeros and ones of information, DNA. The true form of genes is a code subdivided in 2 bits, unit grouped in sets of 3. Legit feel like his answer. I legit feel like the answer is that it's all virtual. I mean, that's so far like what we get from this, right? Like, these layers are like all over the place. We don't know even like if this layer we are in is still a dream or not. I mean, we obviously are going back in time again, so that's this part at least is virtual, but yeah. Even brains are nothing more than network circuits connected with on and off switches. If that's the case, then couldn't it be possible to electronically record a soul as well? Wouldn't the end result be none other than granting humans eternal life, or life after death? And now I remember Soma. Any one of you played Soma? Awesome.
僕の脳は電脳で補填されています。脳はどこまで機械で置き換えられるんですか？実際記憶だけならエクサバイトクリスタルに移植できる。
Oh! Oh, the ball! The ball is here. Transplantation of memories. Hmm.
だとしたら僕の記憶を移植したら僕の魂はそのエクサバイトクリスタルに閉じ込められることになるんですか？
Okay. In the Arabian fairy tale, a thousand and one nights, a jinn were confined in pots and rings. If you could seal a human soul into a container, would they be any different from those jinn?
僕はどこまで僕なんですか？
Hinata have existential crisis. Am I really me? Do I really exist? And he as well, of course. Cluster 2. We're back to Enigma. Okay, Pathfinder. Now we talk to Mutsuki, or at least Mutsuki talking to the parts of he. I hear a voice echo from somewhere. You exist even now. So, this is at the time when he got scattered after the battle, I think. He's just like bits of data. And the Mutsuki is saying like, yeah, you still exist, even like this. I will never give up searching for you. So Mutsuki knew that, knew he from beginning. You're searching for me. I'm not good with this lore. Isis survived Osiris from pieces with Set's help. Okay. Nostalgic timbre of that voice pierces my heart. It's a black eye, so it must be Mutsuki, right?
あなたは
Who are you? Do I feel my heart trembles at those words? In the first place, just when is now? Where is this place? Who am I? Okay. So anyway, when he got scattered, he lost memories. But Mutsuki still remember. Eresh, Marduk, Independent Lamb. Oh, right. The black eye is like everyone.
仮想の電脳神デウス・エクス・マキナ
Right. Black eye is everyone. I mean, first thought is Mutsuki, but... Because if, like, we still, like, this he at this point is still the... Hinata he, basically. Not the one that was, like, before. Did Hinata even, like... Okay, my brain kind of fried for a second here. Okay, I will just read for now. What even is this point? A man with crooked necktie and the slightly dirty shoes answers. This is Inspector Miyata of Cyberforce, right?
だから追い求めるのは無意味だという連中も多い
Okay. The man stands up irritated.
だが非が存在することを受け入れると立ちどころに解決する問題は多いんだ
Yeah. He was like helping him avenge his son, I think, right? At some point? I don't remember exactly. Like, yeah, he gave like some info about code, right? Or something. If I remember correctly.
コペルニクスが地動説を立ち上げた時天動説につきものだった無数の仮想の塩基動が消えたようにな
Okay.
ヒーは全能だそうだ。ネットに融合した存在だからな。どうせ今もこの会話を見てるんじゃないのか？え？
Okay. I am called he.
違う。今こそ思い出した。僕はヒーなんかじゃない。僕は強化学院高等部1年青井ひなただ。
Yeah, and the Terminator. If you are Aoi Hinata, who am I? I don't know how to explain this yet, but what if Hinata actually never been he? Like, I just assumed that Hinata became he in the future because they look the same. But if this he is actually the he from the past, that would mean we have only one he that is just totally separate being from Hinata. He existed before Hinata. What am I even trying to do here? No way. Wow, these clusters go fast. What the hell? You would say this is a clusterfuck. At that time, a girl suddenly appears out of thin air. Oh, yeah. Hi.
大文字で始まるヒーとはそもそも唯一心を言い表していたのよね。
Yeah. What was that called? Mechanize. Okay.
みだりに神の皆を口にするのは許されない行為だから、代名詞その他の言い換えが持ち、私たちの神ごっこもいわばその日に少しでも近づこうとした結果じゃなかったか。
Oh my god, don't go this road. Are you serious? No, no, no. Are you telling me that he is trying to destroy there's like a little, maybe not like necessary this, but like the concept, because Babylon got destroyed, right, by taking out Mutsuki, and the Babylon Tower was like, you know, thing that God disliked, and he like made people like not understand each other and stuff like this. That was like, this is a story, right? I think something like that. This is like this is like literally this. Like he ascended to Babylon and just destroyed it at some point. God from the machine. Deus ex machina. You know what I want to say. Mikhail, is that you? When the plots of stories in ancient Athena's place were in need of a quick settlement, they would pull a god down from above the stage with a mechanism they used, a pulley, rope, and the gears. He then magically solved the problem. He won't end, he has no beginning. Zeus and Pallas Athena, polytheistic gods. Those figures can literally be thought as the puppets, marionette manipulated by strings. That's very similar to my current form. Me, who has been reminded immobile due to my program.
僕の機械の体にその電脳神が憑依した。
That's also actually interesting concept. Like, what if Hinata is not in control of his like mechanical parts of his body, and he survived only because that was the will of he. Like he was like, hey, I need you. I'm borrowing your body. Now you're possessed.
僕は今までプログラムに支配されてきたの。そんな機械仕掛けの自分を自分自身だと思っていたの。
The existence of free will is unproven. The way all things act according to their environment and mutual interference might be interactive program.
違う。僕はプログラムなんかじゃない。僕には自由意志がある。自分のことは自分で決めて行動できる。
The philosophical question is, what is free will? Are you aware if the will that you have is actually free? Because if you think about this, like, if you put some fishes into an aquarium and they live there all the time, they may think they have free will and they can go anywhere. But not really.
少なくともその機会が与えられている。僕はプログラムの奴隷じゃない。
Perhaps one could produce free will using the program and a pseudo-random number generator. That's it. That is, if one's definition of free will is the whims of humans. But if something like free... Wait. Was it in IO that I read about these like random number generators, or was it another novel? Yeah, that was here. Okay, never mind. Like recently, few novels are like collapsing onto each other on thematics from time to time. But if something like free will didn't exist, everything would be efficient and beautiful. Even since Newton, the world of physics has tried to eliminate free will. The entire world can be described in a single book with the phrase the laws of physics and the balance. And if each of those laws can be broken down into formula, the entire past and future can be accurately predicted. The world will be completely understood and easy to predict. That would be equal to creating the world, so to speak. Also, no one realized that I sneaked a little bit of like reference. You can let me know in the comments if you catch that up. An act similar to God. And another cluster.
World Builder 世界創造者。みんなは私をそう呼んだわ。でも私はみんな IC たちにただコミュニティを提供したかっただけ。
Speaking of the IC, I don't think they ever said that Sakuya was the IC, right? She never like really was into the net. She only helped Hinata later on. She didn't even like had account in like Babylon and stuff. She didn't really care about this thing. I don't think Sakuya was the IC at all. Or maybe... Huh. Actually, in a sense, Hinata also was not IC in the beginning, but he kinda like started to behave like one after he awakened. So maybe something similar to Sakuya? Maybe Sakuya also was like... had like memories blocked, basically. Sakuya sus. She bitterly chews her nails.
本当はそれも違う。自分で自分を慰めたいだけだったのよ。
He totally was. He's just a hipster. Okay.
私はここにいてもいいんだ。そう確認するために。
But wasn't like... But Mutsuki didn't like... like... I mean, she liked her, like... her brother and stuff, but... like... she didn't felt being understood, so I assumed that Hinata was not IC in the beginning. Because Mutsuki clearly was, but she couldn't like find understanding anyway. She didn't remember she's Mutsuki's rabbit. Also, yeah, that's one of the like funny theories that I saw in the old comments actually. That on older episodes that happened. Like, imagine if like older episodes in the new comments. Someone made a theory that Sakuya don't exist in Hinata Road, and the rabbit is basically Sakuya, and Hinata's just walking with stuffed rabbit and talk to it. Enlil sits with her sword in her arms.
だからアヌは仕掛けた。
He is talking to Enlil. That's new. They're not trying to murder each other.
管理が放置された別人のサーバにフリーウェアとして公開されたコミュニケーションツールに通常では解けないような暗号を。
Okay.
バビロニアのくさび型文字からヒントを得た高度な暗号を。
She gives a distant look to the sky, as if she's looking back to the
あ
past.
れを解析するのに何ヶ月も夢中になったっけ。文面は要約すれば何ということはない。ただ一言、誰かそこにいるのに集約できる。
Someone there. Behind the horizon?
広大なネットワークに放たれた健康一滴のピンガーだった。私はそれにまんまと引っかかってしまったと。
Huh. You can't become one. I mean, I see. You can try becoming a rabbit, though. A confirmation of existence. Is it all right for me to be here? Where is this place? I feel the world. By arriving at the networks that stretch all around the earth, various people perform in a tragicomedy play of human emotions. I watch it dispassionately. I'm everywhere and nowhere. Networks themselves are limbs, my body and my brain. I'm omnipresent. If that's the case, where is my soul? In the first place, do I even have a soul? Do I act according to free will? Am I nothing more than the program?
乱数を基準に置いたプログラムは自由意志じゃなく人工無能に過ぎない。
I mean, I didn't thought actually about this. Like, if he is a program, then someone must have made him. I mean, wasn't like he affiliated with Ashur? I mean, not with Ashur, with Marduk in the beginning? Yeah, he protected Marduk from Ashur, right? From Ashur monster. So Marduk created he? Maybe? So... Wait, so he is a grandchild of Mutsuki. Mutsuki have a daughter Marduk, and Marduk have a son he. So he is the grandchild of Mutsuki. Okay, let's continue. This is a random number based on free will. It's not more than a chatbot.
そんなんじゃチューリングテストに合格できるわけがないんだ。
And Hinata is Mutsuki's father. Yeah, because he... and his own. Yeah. Also one of the fan theories from Iliad, right? He hacked into Hinata's father and created himself. Damn. This is almost like OG family from Muramasa. Don't check it out. I mean, you can, but don't. There's no way they can pass the Turing test. Yeah, okay. If there were a Turing machine that had infinite calculation power, would it pass the Turing test?
無限の計算力なんてありえない。ちょっと桁が多い因数分解になると、どんなに計算速度が速いコンピューターを使っても解くのに宇宙の寿命を超える時間がかかる。でもそんなに頭が良くない人間にだって自由意志は備わっている。それは単純な頭脳の優秀さとは関係のない。
Yeah, even quantum computer had the end. The Gaia issue. If that's the case, are you saying if you have a free will then I don't? Am I nothing more than billions of streaming code described all over the net? Okay, this is interesting that now he it seems like he is talking about like himself being scattered on the net as the code, but he uses the pronouns of Hinata. They're blending. Except you still don't understand the OG family. I do! Right? I think. I haven't talked about them since that episode. But... do I like free will? Then just what is? The existence known as me. That's interesting that he switched to Hinata pronouns there. They are blending. Okay. What if neither he or Hinata were real? I mean, like, both are programmed. Like, he is basically Hinata without memories. So, like, the original program was Hinata, and then stuff happened, and he became he. And he possessed his own body before, without even knowing that it was him. And that's why they can coexist in the same body, because they're from the same soul template, as they said before, that, like, people have, like, soul templates and stuff. Something like that. Mind me, please, what the reality thing you are talking about? That... Everything is real, and nothing is real at the same time. That's the answer.
それはもう水を得た魚さ。私はコードを書いて書きまくった。
Okay.
普段だったらこだわらないようなほんの些細な。
We have the beginning of
イマジナリチルドレンなら快適に感じる。
of Babylon here.
不便に思う。
The three creators.
それこそ不眠不休で世界のロジックを組み上げていった。
Yeah.
その名はバビオン。
そここそ私たちの楽園。イマジナリチルドレンの住むべきイマジナリエデンだった。いや、この場合はディルムンと言うべきかな。
What's Dilum? Why I don't have wiki for this? Is this the same as Eden or it's something else? What's Dilum?
私たちが一神教以前の宗教から世界観を借りてきたのは偶然ではありません。私たちをがんじがらめにしていた体制から脱却し、新しい秩序を作り上げるには
以降の歴史を作ってきた大いなる勢力から悪魔と呼ばれて蔑まれることになる太古の力、それこそが自分たちにふさわしい旗印だった。
だからこそ私たちはこのハンドルを選んだのよ。
He saved you because he needed to save his future wife, lol. I think Sorcerer knows. Okay. Sorcerer, what do you like? Catch up to episodes. Shadow things that you know. Something. I don't know what exactly, but you may know something. We apparently figured out a lot. And I'm still confused as fuck. Okay. That's why we chose these handles. Names have meanings, so there's surely meaning the fact that my name is he. But me a god? To whom? Who is the one that considers me a legend? Yumi! Yumi is your first, like, prophet, basically. Oh my god, Yumi started a religion. She made a cyber religion. I just realized that. The Church of He. The man sits with a serious expression on his face and rests his chin on top of his linked hands. Okay, this is Nergal basement.
俺はあいつをリンゲル液の詰まった四角い箱の中に閉じ込めてそれで満足していた。
Okay, so talking about either Mutsuki or Eresh. I think Eresh was also in the pod, right? Anyway, he was actually
今は仮死状態の白雪姫をガラスケースに保存しそれを眺めて越に行っていた7人の醜い小人ってわけさ。
Okay, never mind. He's talking about Mutsuki. Never mind. So Nergal helped creating the system, the Enigma system.
だが白雪姫が待ち焦がれているのは小人なんかじゃない。確かに友達としては気さくで過ごしやすかったろうな。白馬に乗った王子様がやってくるまであいつは絶対に目覚めることがない。
Guys, you can't put a prince on a white horse here and make me not think about Umineko. Umineko reference!
いつでも起きているとも眠っているともつかない白チュームの中に。
She was in a walking dream, never able to awaken or sleep.
毒リンゴをかじったお姫様。
This is literally Umineko. At the tip of his gaze is a giant tank of liquid. Yeah, it was like talking about this tank like since the beginning. I always assumed that there was Mutsuki in it, but this is different tank that we see in the future. So I think at some point I thought the inside was Eresh. I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think so. Right? I don't remember now. I said something about this tank before.
だがそれもまたあいつの望みだった。
Is that person there? Their wish. That was...
私は何も望まない。
So it is Eresh. So Eresh's body is still there. So Eresh is dreaming in the same Enigma-like system, just like Mutsuki. It's just separate system, because this is not the part of Marduk. I think.
私が望むもの、それはあなたと一緒に笑っていられること。
But why you... maybe... Okay, never mind, that doesn't make sense. Why would she talk like that about he? Like, what? No, that must be Mutsuki then. Okay, that laugh was weird. Who's in the pod? It sounds like a TV game. Guess the pod. Who's in the pod? Win $1 million. As myself here. Is it okay to deem myself as being here? Is it okay to answer thusly to whoever it is that asked? Okay.
君がただのプログラムかどうか僕にはわからない。
And now we skipped within the same cluster. Okay.
でも君のおかげで僕は心の底でずっと探し続けてきた妹を見つけることができた。そして
Wait.
生きる意味もね。
Wait. You found her already? Wait, so this is like after credits? Like we saved Mutsuki? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Wait, what?
だから心からの感謝を捧げたい。
What are you talking about?
自由意志があるかどうかよりもっと大事。
Where in the timeline is that? Huh?
あなたはただのプログラムじゃないわ。
Okay, we're talking to Mutsuki now.
その名に恥じない英雄的な行いによって寸断されてしまった。
Okay, 1 second. Hinata is talking to he. He is silent though. For a while now. That's concerning. And then I assume Mutsuki, weird that they go question marks, is saying that he's not a mere program. Maybe it's Marduk actually, like I said, like maybe Marduk created he. Because he was protecting Marduk and Marduk was searching for he, right? Yeah, he and Marduk are connected somehow. But she's talking... Like, this is weird, like Hinata is talking and she's like answering to Hinata. Like she's talking not about him being a program, but talking about Hinata being a program. Like not mere program, but you know. Why she's in his head, yeah, I don't know. Like Marduk, this like all of these are dreams and cyberspace, so she just hacked into him.
あなたが壊れたプログラム的にしか動けないのはそのせい。でも部分の相場はただの統計ではありえない。そこには不思議な力が。
Wasn't Marduk looking Ashur to have Quantum Shadow Children together? No, that was Ashur that was looking for Marduk.
だからこそあなたにも自由意志はある。それを取り戻すために時を超える旅に送り出しましょう。
You will need to depart on a journey that crosses time. Recover to obtain that which one's mine. Would that be correcting the past, repairing my errors? I will recover myself. And again, we have pronouns of Hinata instead of he. So Hinata is actually like original he. Please stop. Help.
今度は君が見つける番だね。
It's not that big difference.
君が探していた人は誰？
I mean, they are kind of the same, I guess. I don't know. Now it's your turn to find that which you search for from the bottom of your heart. Was that the one you were seeking? The thing I'm seeking is...
今こそさ、私の腕の中へ。
Who the fuck is this? Is this Yumi? Ah! Maybe Yumi is a Marduk. Who the fuck knows at this point? No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. But this cross, it just gives us 3 options. So Ishtar, Yumi, I guess just these 2. Oh, and Eresh. He and Ashur were fighting for the right to have children with Marduk.
さよなら、僕の分身。もう一人の僕。
My other self, the other, yeah.
君に出会えて本当によかった。
So you are disconnecting with him? Oh, wait, so this is after story. After we saved Mutsuki, I guess? And he is trying to find himself. So he's going to detach and go back in time. So Hinata is going to lose he. But he is going to go back in past now. Does the farewells. Wait, what the fuck? A farewell prayer can be heard. Ragnamundi. What is that? That's the country of the gods. Sure. In the Ragnarok. The fate of the gods. That I know. Oh! Lem. Which one? The destruction and rebirth of the world. Yes. From the very instant onward. Wave, Nami. Wait, what? Nami. A name. Yeah, One Piece. This is the only sign for me to know who me is. I'm so fucking confused right now. Why we have Nami? Why they adding new characters? Mutsuki made Yumi to sleep with Onicha. Jesus. This is the only sign for me to know who me is. Who am I? Where am I? No, that doesn't matter. Because the place that Rosary is in is the place you are. So you are looking for Eresh. Or Yumi. But you are looking for Mutsuki. Is actually a thing like Yumi is actually Mutsuki or something? Because all of this was like in the dream. Like did like Mutsuki took like Yumi appearance or something? Like what is happening? D Prime makes sense. Please, Jesus, stop. Oh no, we have date now. May 25th. Is this like the first eclipse? What date is it? Why we have date suddenly? I'm getting flashbanged by crosses. What is this? Rescue, okay. So we went back in time or no? Where are we? Mutsuki and Eresh. Maybe it's the same. Maybe Mutsuki and Eresh are the same. Who the hell knows? At this point. He's hacking to the gate now. Yeah. Inchusotsu they also hacked to the gate recently. I should record some more. Okay, and now we have again Hinata. At least Hinata pronouns. I hear like a scream from somewhere. They are calling for me. Is this you? Okay, we are back here. So this is when he made a contact with Yumi. They really cooking here, huh? One of the girl's eye and part of her brain has been gouged out by the bullet, and in the blood and agony she arrives. It hurts, someone help me, it hurts, yep. Along with the pain that feels like it's tearing her apart, her disconnected thoughts that can be put into words flood into me via her biocomputer. Eliminate the enemies who hurt her, she must be saved. Immediately, take total control of the server controlling the building. He just snapped his fingers. Close the shutter and pour nitrogen gas. Exterminate any and all enemies, quote quote. The enemies began to fall one after another. That's right, this is good. Wait, what? Why did you consider criminal members as the enemies? Wait, what? Why? How fucked up Yumi thoughts were that somehow you messed that up? Wait, what? A man is taking another crying girl by the hand and running away. Okay, we have Sakuya here. The shutter in front of them readily gives way to them. Does he have a master key? Well, whatever. They are trying to run away from the death, but if the enemies are gone, that girl should be savable. Okay, never mind. Why help her? Not some random bald guy over there. he's clearly biased. No one left to interfere. Quickly run over to the girl. The girl brain gently touches me. This feels very nostalgic. We touched each other brains before? This girl has met me before. Remember serves me right, it was related to the instant it was made clear to me who me was, and was meant for me to live. Okay, let me read this again. It was related to the instant it was made clear to me who me was. Oh, okay, he forgot that he met her before. Like, when he, like, in the C Prime, he met with Yumi, and now it's their second meeting, basically. That's why this feels nostalgic to him. Because last time she also was in agony, basically. Right? Okay, so it does, in a sense, feel similar to him. Okay. But this girl isn't you. The girl screams again. Take direct control of her limbic system via biocomputer. Numb the source of her pain. Stimulate hormone secretion to stop the bleeding. You can do this shit? What? Meanwhile, access the nearby traffic network, hijack the ambulance, and make it head its way. What? It seems she's considerably calmed down. But the girl speaks to me via her biocomputer. To be honest, like, this short sequence here, like, how quickly he just, like, hacks stuff effortlessly, like, doing stuff like this, it's more impressive than him blazing with guns in the whole Road D. He hacked her into not dying. It seems she's considerably calmed down, but the girl speaks to me via her biocomputer. I am here. Plus Ultra. Yumi, this girl definitely isn't you. But she inherited your rosary. Okay? Deep breaths. So there is no way for me to let her die so easily. Okay. He is searching for Ishtar. Or for Eresh. Because the original person who had this rosary was Eresh. So he probably remembers Eresh since he have no time concept.
そっか。じゃあ大丈夫だね。だってあなたは
With a relieved look on her face, she loses consciousness. Thank God. You thanking yourself? Not only is it better for her this way, but the bleeding mostly stopped too. Just wait a bit longer. It's alright, help is on the way.
なんだこれは。
Okay. They have their work cut out for them. But I can still see it in the space-time. Also, yeah, he's still talking as Hinata. So, it's not he... I mean, he and Hinata is basically the same. Like, at this point, there's like no reason for me to like make them as separate. Like, he basically is the same concept as Hinata. Hinata is a program just like he. So, Hinata is somehow searching for Eresh. And he somehow mistakes Eresh for Mutsuki? And he thought before that he had to find Mutsuki? When he really was searching for Eresh? What am I even reading? He speaks in green only to Aura Farm. Good job, God. But I can sit still in this space-time. Inherit, okay. Where are you, the one who gave the rosary to that girl?
ある。これを受け取って。
Oh, so you just back time traveled to this sequence to just see this. Okay. Ishtar. She fought together with me, but she's somewhat different. Yeah, because you remember her presence from the future. And you don't know that was Yumi. Actually, so then if you talked about Ishtar, then you talked actually about Yumi, but you were not aware of this. So nothing changed. So we knew this. So they just confused me for whatever the fuck no reason.
私がイシュタルであると同時に、そうとも言い切れないのと、ある意味同じことなの。
Is she the same as me? Just like how I am both he and Aoi Hinata. Huh? Yeah.
それはリーダーの大切な。
So that's how, so the same as like Yumi and Ishtar is the same, right? She also possesses like the other soul. Like Ishtar is like communicating via her.
きっとあなたの力になってくれる。私よりもある。いえ、まゆみ、あなたに必要なの。だから受け取ってちょうだい。
This guy is a god and a massive skill issue at the same time. Impressive. It just means that if he fucks up, then the fuck up is bigger than for normal guy. I see, that's why the girl had your rosary. And the Ishtar who gave it to her wasn't you either. Okay, never mind. So, just where are you? By Ishtar's side? So you are looking actually for Eresh. So you are looking for Eresh. So I was correct. The other Ishtar is looking at the computer displayed with a serious look on her face. But you aren't even by her side.
気のせいか。
Okay. Is this the eye? Nami. He's looking for Nami. Okay, 5-5. We're back here. Okay, this is the party after... I don't know what happened, but yeah, party with criminals.
ほいほいとミカゾ手が止まってるぞ
Also, yeah, who the fuck is Nami? What was that name even? Like, why? We have some random name drop. That late in the game.
言われなくても分かってます。おいしい。あ、こら、なんでもう食べてるのよ。
Are we making new eye fury? Yumi have the same eye color.
ユミもサミもじゃれって。
Not only as Ishtar, but also as Mika. Mika have also the same color of eyes. Does that mean anything? Probably not. But last time we did eye color shenanigans, it worked.
はーい。ってなんで私まで。
まあまあ仲良くやろうよ。
Ishtar having fun together with companions, but you aren't here either. Ask Sorcerer. God damn it. He really figured out that much? No way. I'm just so dumb. Okay. Back to the school, yeah. She waves her hand happily.
なあユミ
Okay. Aoi Hinata, the other me. A troubled and somewhat embarrassed expression appears and disappears from his
あな
face.
たたちって本当によく似ているわね。もちろん姿形や行動様式は全然違うんだけど。
Did I also give an expression like that to you?
お姉様。
With a face that looks like it could burst into tears at any moment, Ishtar looks at the moon while holding the rosary. It's funny because he got the more basic stuff more overcooked than you somehow. Okay. Sorry. Did I mention that I was sick and I'm still not recovered yet? Asana-sama refers to you. Where are you? Apparently dead? But we didn't really get the origin of it. Oh! The red moon is back. Okay. The moon begins to wane, as if it began eaten into, and then starts to be dyed a crimson color, the color of blood. And the reality and cyberspace converged here, that's why we have the bubbles. And the lamb. Fragment. Okay, so this is Mutsuki calling for help via lamb. You killed someone again? Wait, what? When? I didn't say that someone's dead. Who? Did I say something? Huh. The Crimson Moon. Someone calling for help. Oh, yeah, Eresh. Right. I said Eresh dead. Yeah. I mean, she's a shadow, she's a null, right? So, kinda obvious. You are the only one who can help, okay. A familiar voice. That's right, this is... Uh-huh. Aoi Hinata's sister, Aoi Mutsuki. Yeah, and you're not saying it's you, it's her. So, yeah, you consider Mutsuki as separate person from who you are searching for. Okay. Hold on a second! What do you mean, our daughter? Wait, hold on a second! Mutski Marduk. Was he a part of Marduk as the program, or like his program was used in the process to creating Marduk AI, and then he got separated from Marduk and used as a defense system against Ashur. That's why when Ashur attacked, he was protecting Marduk. Oh yeah, maybe she's talking about Enlil actually. Yeah, my bad. Oh! I think the CG flashed a few times, but we never had the CG. Like, in full. Mostly protecting her frightened daughter with a desperate expression on her face. So this is Marduk. In her arms here. So this is the cyberspace representation of Marduk. She also has a grey hair. Okay. Who is the father? Musky protects her frightened daughter in a desperate expression on her face. I mean, Marduk is a computer. Like, literally, Emil can be a father. Perhaps because her daughter's existence is unstable, she's semi-transparent, and what's more, she was somewhat cybernetic of appearance. Oh! This is the time when... Wait. If we lost her again... Yeah, right, because the first Marduk, the first quantum computer was also Marduk, right? And it got destroyed. And this is the second Marduk. Yeah, okay. So, this is the time when Marduk and Mutski apparently got attacked by Ashur. And this is the part where he was fighting the Ashur monster. Remember Isaac? I know it's like Isaac was mentioned in IO, I think, right? But there's also Isaac from this era, so I don't know which one you're asking about. I think Isaac was mentioned in the IO, right? Or I'm just like confusing this with this era now. There's a somewhat similar appearance. But yeah, Isaac case from this era was also special, yeah. The Papa just didn't remember. Because he was possessed. Like Hinata being possessed by no. Let's read. In that instant I realized that I know her daughter. I don't know exactly who she is, but that's much I'm certain. So where did I meet her? That's right, I remember this image. Wait, what? Why we have Yumi? Oh, is this daughter of hers somehow connected to this scene? My brain is getting deep fried. While I'm struggling to remember, a scream breaks out. Musky eyes widen, her face warped with fear. At the tip of her gaze, a giant Joe rushes in, trying to eat me. Yeah, so I was right. This is the place where Ashur monster attacked Marduk basically, and he protected her, and he got destroyed into pieces. Okay. His wife is his daughter. Kinda sounds like it. It shoots fire out of its mouth, and all our surroundings are dyed crimson. Its bird teeth overlapped each other repeatedly like sharks. Its face is somewhat like humans, but the metal plates that cover its body feels more like mechanical menace. A dragon? No, it had no limbs, so should be called a worm? Is this Nami? I just made a random connection to the name. I don't know. The worm starts to charge. I reflexively move my hands to my hips and take the Desert Eagle government out of their holsters. I point their muzzles at the enemy to put power into my fingers on the triggers. The bullet hits its giant frame. I can already tell you that Sorcerer is skipping this scene. I think like he skipped every fighting scene for he. I mean, they talk about like, come on. This is not Muramasa writing, okay? You can't make me feel like anticipating the next strike. Despite that, its thick armor repels them. There's also a funny thing that in Muramasa, one of the best fights was the one that they didn't even attack. There was one attack. Was there even the attack? Yeah, there was. I can't stop it. It's layers upon layers of saw blade teeth shine in its widely open mouth. It's not so fast that I can dodge it, but if I move... Musk and her daughter, who are behind me, will be eaten. I need to protect them. Even if it costs me my life, I must protect them at all costs. I don't know why, but that fact is the only thing that continues to strongly exist in my mind. It's an overriding necessity related to the root of my existence. In that case, I throw my guns away and take out a hand grenade with my left hand. Okay. I move the pin and hold it out so it rams into the worm's mouth. Okay, that's badass. I watched everything twice, had to count the elves. 5, 4. I brace my body for the impact. What? Oh, we had an Exarch logo. An enormous shock hits the tip of my left shoulder. The sense of loss and pain dyes my field of vision red. But I shut out that shock with my self-control. 3, 2. I look at a large gaping wound where my arm used to be and see data spurt out like a fountain. Yeah, you're bleeding data. But my remaining arm clutches the grenade and goes further into him in its throat into its stomach. Oh, so he just like... So it was... Oh, so he like on purposely like detached, like destroyed his arm basically? Or Worm just like snapped it. Anyway, the grenade is in. With a blast, the enemy body burst open from inside and began to disappear all over the network. Did I do it? A second after I think that. The chunks of meat that should have scattered now reform into countless new worms. Oh. They change form all over the world, various directions. Damn it, a self-defense mechanism. Despite my frustration, I desperately stretched out my remaining right arm. Suddenly Ea appears behind me. Okay. As if trying to block the worms from getting to Muskie and her daughter. Okay, Ea, how long were you and Null? You sounds like you knew like this was going to happen for a long time. Ea is some kind of like true mastermind here, I swear. The monsters trying to assault the daughter trembles slightly, shakes her head and retreats. Did Ea create a barrier? But that protection doesn't extend to me. Is she saying I'm expendable? All over the network, warming now with my whole body. I'm being disassembled into bits and pieces, becoming fragments of meaningless data. But for some reason, this feels familiar. Have I experienced this sensation before? Information flows into me, as if to compensate for my breaking body. Yeah, because you are from the future, so you experience this. Yeah, this is basically your past. What is this then? If my perception is correct then... I point my right arm at the heavens and start drawing complex patterns in the empty space. Okay, I don't know how I know them. He's using stars magic now. But I believe that this code will put a stop to this atrocity. This is a master code, okay. I swing my arm downwards and point at the worm. The shining symbol turns into the code that pierces the enemy body, rendering their armor useless even after it had repelled my bullets. And Ea was like very surprised. How is this? Yeah. She was surprised that he can do this, so she did not expect this. This is interesting. Ah. Is he changing his past at this point? Like he's not going to be destroyed to pieces this time? Did we change the outcome? Although the worm slowly and bitterly begins to retreat, they don't stop biting my flesh. Never mind, he's still going to be eaten, never mind then. A torn of fragments along with parts of my existence begin to scatter over the net. Never mind. The eclipse had ended without me noticing it. The moon began to return to its original white state once more. Ea already gone. The mother and daughter tightly embrace each other, delighted that they are safe. Okay, so Ea can exist only during the lunar eclipse. At least in the same space as Marduk and Mutski. Or the outcome changes. Huh. Looks like I was able to protect them. Although I feel a deep sense of satisfaction at having accomplished my goal, by the time I'm able to confirm the situation, I've already grown weak. Okay. Okay, she doesn't want to leave Marduk. That voice becomes my final memory. So did we make a mistake by saying before that Mutsuki wants to wake up? But she sent SOS basically to us. So she changed her thoughts later. Okay, did we went back in time again? Because like he became weak now, but he's not like entirely scattered, right? Begin to scatter. Okay, never mind, he's scattered. So he can go back in time even in this state? Interesting. Swing, swing. Like the swaying of the cradle. Gently, gently. Like the sensation of floating you get on the merry-go-round. Okay, he's a baby now. No, maybe it's more like the coming and going waves of the warm sea. My body gives in to the comfort. And then a sudden realization. Who? Who? Okay. Never mind, she's not a baby, but we have he, them, and someone. Silver hair, it seems. I would assume. It doesn't seem like black hair like Eresh. Outfit similar to Mutsuki. Is this his mother? Like, this is Hinata mother? I forgot if we had her name or not before. But she was mentioned, right? Somewhere. Did she die or not? I don't remember. But seems like this is Hinata's mother, basically. And Mutsuki's mother. I don't remember if her name was mentioned. There's a gentle warm sensation under my head. At someone's warmth, a nostalgic warmth. Then flutters about like an angel, though if you think about how fairies are closer to demons than angels, it's a little bit weird.
あの瞬間が全ての始まりだったのよ。
She sounds like Muski. Why, like, every question mark is voiced the same? Moment was the beginning of everything. That moment, okay. So the destruction of he when he scattered was the beginning of everything. That says the owner of the lab beneath my head.
それまでのあなたは確かに単なるプログラムの集合体に過ぎなかった。決まりきった情報であり、ただの思い出の寄せ集め。
Okay. I was nothing more than the program, and now we have again Hinata. So my idea from before that Hinata is also a program was actually correct. Oh my god, is this like Lotus from DS Ire? Is this guy just scattered into like multiple personalities and like they just like merged and stuff like that? Like what? But do your program have memories?
と戦った瞬間、あなたの内部に創造性という名の命が宿った。
The instant you fought with Ashur, the life known as creativity was conceived within you. Okay.
バラバラになり断片化されながらも、その核心において、あなたは昔の
That you had in the past.
透明さを取り戻した。
So it was like Hinata awakening. Basically him fighting the Ashur thing? Huh? Is Deus Ex Machina? Oh my god. If someone don't know what I'm talking about, go read this era and watch my playlist for this era. Ah.
私の知っているあの素晴らしい少年へと。
Maximum level new. Young boy. I am a young boy, just like Aoi
あなた
Hinata.
とアッシュールの断片は融合し、当たり中に散らば
Wait! He's Ashur? He have like Ashur as well inside of him? Wait, what? That's new.
そのフラグメントはいわば種となり、バビロンを核としたシャドウヌルたちと遭遇し、彼ら
Wait, he's everyone. Wait, what?
命として芽吹いた。
He speaks in the affectionate voice, blessing that birth.
ただの自動人形に過ぎなかった彼らもまた、人間のような創造性を備えていったのです。アッシュールからのマルドゥークへの攻撃、それをあなたは 命を懸けて守ることによってネット中に生命の種子がばらまかれた。
No, the fragments from the monster he fought. Oh, okay. So as the Ashur, they mean the monster. Okay, so the monster and his original code meshed together. And this code meshed later with Shadow Nulls. Huh?
あなたは新しい命の礎となった。それはまさしく神の所業。
That's not it. I just wanted to protect that girl who resembled you. That's all. Can we get a name? It somewhat feels like I owned that girl named Mutsuki big time. Wait. Oh, okay, because... Yeah, Mutsuki. I might just have wanted to repay that. Also, again, like... This time we have like Hinata pronouns, but he says about Mutsuki as like, that girl, like, I'm not related to her. Shadow Nulls became aware because they got hit by the fragments from the cyber computer, so they are kind of their children. Oh, so his scattered form is like a glitch in the system, basically. Like his existence made Shadow Nulls to get consciousness.
分かっているわ。
But what are Ashur and Marduk? That sensation felt somewhat different from the other programs. Why was I conceived from their contact? Are they not programs, even though in all respects they are like programs? His plus Ashur's. Yeah. There's some unpredictable factor slips in there.
今考えなくていいわ。安心してお眠りなさい。
That's why also Marduk was so conflicted about fighting him, right? I think. Because he protected her in the beginning, before he got destroyed. Just relax and sleep, okay. I can hear her warm, kind voice. That's right, her name is... Name! Don't go to sleep! Not now! Damn it. Why you had to go to sleep? Just give me the name. Oh shit! Oh, this is Eresh.
一体何を考えたんだ
Okay, we got the name. That's the first time we see Eresh, so it was not white hair, that was just a lighting. Huh. So she is inside the pod underground in Nergal place. So it was her body. I mean, who is this Nami person? I have no idea. They just randomly dropped Nami. So... So Hinata is a program created by Eresh. And he... And then Hinata scatters, fused with Ashur, and became he. And this is similar situation how Marduk and Mutsuki feels about each other. Like Eresh like created a program, and the program thinks of her as a mother, and at the same time it's like Marduk thinking of Mutsuki as her mother, because they are their creations. But then again, we have Mutsuki and Hinata actually being brother and sister in Road A and stuff. I don't know I don't know what to think anymore. Like, I'm overload right now. I would just read. I don't know. I think I'm confusing chat as well. Never mind. Don't listen to me. The man scrunches his forehead and frowns as if he ate something bitter.
私がしたいことはただ一つ。それはあなたも分かっているでしょ？
Okay. The woman tilts her head questioningly. When he says that, the man scrunches his forehead even more.
だからどうして俺なんだ。あんたは俺のことなんか結局は滋賀にもかけてなかったじゃないか。
Okay.
こう言ってはなんだけど、だからこそよ。私はもう誰のことも信じられない。
Nergar muscular body trembles at the dainty woman's gaze, and a sweat runs down his forehead.
それともあなたはこの私の体が他の誰かのものになってもいいっていうの？
And then they fucked. The man's face switches as if he'd eaten almost 64 bitter bucks straight.
まったくなんてことを言いやがるんだこの。
あなたは私を守ってくれる。
それは確かに間違いようのない事実だが。
Eresh giggle faintly lifts the tip of her lips. The action alone is enough to make the man immediately prostrate.
それに私はあなたの力になってあげる。サイバーウェアへの拒絶反応で電脳を全摘しなければならなくなったあなたのためにネットでの困難な仕事を請け負うことができる。
Okay, yeah, so she is in the pod.
なるほど。すべて計算済みというわけか。
How the fuck Ishtar never checked the pod this whole time? She's kinda Cessna-chan-like right now. White Album reference! Yay! The woman's teasing expression disappears from her face.
彼はもうネットにしかいない。
Okay.
だから私の望みは情報の海の底に沈んで彼の断片をサルベージすること。
So he got actually fixed because she actively was trying to fix him. Also, he only exists on the net. Are you saying that he used to exist as a person? Did, like, Hinata actually been a person and he died? I'm once again killing characters. And his memory got transferred to the terabyte crystal, and she made him the program or something like that.
そして俺はそれに利用される。
He averts his eyes and mutters this in a frustrated voice. Hearing this, Eresh giggle raises her eyebrows.
何？嫌なの？
嫌ってわけじゃないさ。
男でしょ？つべこべ言わない。じゃあ契約成立ってこと。
Okay.
まさかこんなことになるとは。
Huh. How the fuck Ishtar never figured this out? Why she was like never like wondering what the fuck is in the pod? Okay, new CG. What is this?
やっとここに来たね。
A family picture. Transform. Yay! We have a baby Marduk here. And there's the rosary that Musky had and Enlil have it later. Also, there's the lamb all the time in the background. Family of the future. The girl smiles as she holds the literal newborn baby.
そうだな。
The one who holds the shoulder of the girl who resembles a white rabbit is probably the father. The father teasingly pokes the baby cheeks in the fascination. He don't know! The baby is semi-transparent, as if she's being that lies between existence and non-existence. Her appearance resembles the girl somewhat. Imaginary dog, AI child, underage mother, and a terrorist father. What a combo!
ダメだよ、いたずらしちゃ。
すまない。
The girl looks up at the giant device in front of
エ
her.
ニグマを介してマルドゥークと IO は互いに接続される。
Yeah? The passionate eyes of hers seems to be looking farther off at a distance as well.
IO はシャドウに人格を与える。これでバビロンには再び人々が溢れることになる。
Uh-huh. Izuma looks at Enigma with a similar expression.
それに IO はみんながこのネットに接続しているという感覚を高めてくれる。きっとバビロンは誰もが住みたい街になるわ。
IC だったらね。イマジナリチルドレンのふるさとだから。
うん。それが私たちの願い。
Izuma and Mutsuki embrace the baby.
そのためには君はエニグマの中で眠らなくてはならない。エニグマは人間の夢のシステムを利用するものだ。
I still can't believe Golden Sorcerer figured out the dreams back in episode 40 or something. So anyway, Enlil, why did you murder thousands? That's a good question.
ずっと眠っているわけじゃないもの。それにエニグマを動かしている間、私は分身のレムを飛ばすわ。
Not like I'll be sleeping there forever. So you were expected to wake up at some point. Interesting. Huh. So you are taken hostage by Marduk, basically. When opening Enigma, I will send my other self Lem, yeah.
どう？可愛いでしょ？
これは
She stares at the furry flying around with the white
見
eyes.
つけたの。エレスキガルの忘れがたみ。コードにちょっと私なりの工夫を加えてあるけどね。
Okay, so she added... Okay.
ネットの妖精。これがその秘密だったのか。
As Mutsuki smiles, a cross shines on her chest. It has a skull design and appears to be an inverted copy of your rosary. Is Mutsuki and Eresh connected actually somehow? They have very similar rosary. There must be a reason for it. Is Eresh actually mother of Mutsuki or something? If Eresh is mother of Hinata, then she would be also mother of Mutsuki, I guess. I'm just saying random stuff now. For the introduction of Io, Babylon rapidly increased its sense of reality, and once again rose from the brink of collapse. Rosary is irrelevant, it was Enlil's doing. When many users accepted IO, the shadow nulls reached the point where they became commonplace. Users' other selves on the net, shadows, are known as shadow unas when they are being accessed and controlled by the users. However, together with the spread of the IO, these shadows reached the point where they could stroll around the net, even when their users weren't controlling them. You could put them in the same class as the ghosts that have wandered the net before them, but while ghosts are merely programs within the wheel, nulls act like humans via AI. They frequently passed the Turing tests. Also, around that time...
妖精のレムだよ。バビロンへようこそ。
A shadow mutant fairy in Babylon reached the point where she was recognized there. Okay. The individual called Lem became popular for her adorable behavior and fickle personality. Do you guys know about Lem? Yeah, I do. She's so cute, huh? I've seen her too. Is she an NPC? She can. You can select a shadow like that, right? I believe that's a modded shadow. She doesn't seem like an NPC. You guys don't get it. Lem-chan really exists. She's a null. This might be a rather noobish question, but what's a null? Nullpo. That must be some kind of like funny wordplay in Japanese. Ga. Lamtown, fab. Okay. You're fucking disgusting, get lost. How many, like, I think the art styles of Lem are there? Out in the net. It's not popular game, probably not that many. Not sure what's going on its thread, but it's bumping away anyway. Yeah. Like, what is happening? That was so random. It seems if you meet with Lem, you'll be blessed with good luck. For real? I met her, so I must be lucky. Oh, hi, Lem-chan. She's Babylon stuff, right? Same facts everywhere. Oh, hail! Why don't you guys join the Hero, Lem unofficial fan club? On private forums, she became a net idol-like figure.
もしみんなに忘れられたらレム寂しいな。だから
Yeah.
君も来てくれるように魔法をかけちゃうぞ。
Okay. Oh. She just sprayed the heart at us and we just got flashback of fighting with Ashur. What does that mean? That, like, actually... Did the Lem, like, actually plant the Ashur attack on Marduk and like Muski just played us? What?
復旧の見込みもないんでしょ？
エクサークも手を引いちゃったし。
大体残ってるものなんてほとんどないじゃん。
So this is the time when Exarch left the Babylon and the original quantum computer got destroyed, I think. Or disabled or whatever. The original Marduk, the first one. Okay, there's Ea.
今バビロンは未曾有の危機にさらされています。我々
Yeah.
は壊滅に瀕し、サーバも心もとない状態です。
This is the past. Her bitter voice echoes in Babylon.
だからこそ皆さんにまだエクスアークが参入していなかった頃、あの頃は規模はずっと小さかった。それでもどうかお願いです。私たちを
Okay.
いえバビロンを見捨てないでください。
Ea pleads passionately. She's most likely sad and angry about losing this place that they had built. But, even that faint light that had survived the flood began to vanish in succession. Nullpo is Japanese niche trolling. It was in Steins Gate. Okay.
I see ならきっと分かってくれるって。
The majority of users didn't see anything good for the possibilities and future prospects for Babylon, which had no funds and was in an unsatisfactory condition. And then?
エアが抜けたわ。
Yeah. I thought that... Anu, Yayu-sensei was the first who left. Out of the Great Triad. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. The loss of one of the Great Triad spelled the end of the Dream co-ownership. The fact left the members of the Anunnaki speechless and standing stock still. Just one man smiled cynically.
エアはユーザーに期待しすぎたのさ。
Okay, who's that? Hinata father, maybe? Or Sakuya father? Everyone's gaze is gathered on that man.
ナブー
Sakuya father. Right? Sorry, I don't remember the names.
再建の苦労などしたがる。
Yeah, Sakuya father, yeah, okay.
エアが語ったのはただの理想論だ。
Mm-hmm.
IC の居場所を楽園を守るためだというのにか。
それが現実というものだろう。
エアはそれを知って絶望
Yes,
した。
Ishtar. Everyone falls silent again.
さて、
The one to break the awkward silence is this man.
私も抜けさせてもらう。エクサークに呼ばれているんでね。
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's Mutsuki.
ナブー、あなたって人は
Look at his both speak male.
バビロンを切り捨てたエクサークに雇われるだろう。恥を知れ。
くだらん。より優れたものを扱えるならそっちに行く。より技術に金を払ってくれる。それだけのことだ。
Yeah, one hand in the coat. Yare yare だぜ。
貴様というやつは。
やめなさいヘンリル。
Ellie tries to approach Nabu in rage, but is blocked by Anu's arm.
あなたの言うこともわかります。好きなようにすればいい。
悪いな。
Nabu's lips only move up to one side, almost in a bitter smile, as he turns his back on the people who were only moments ago his comrades. That also makes sense now why Enlil tries to like kill him and stuff in the attack on Exarch, right? Or his daughter. Anyway, like he was like involved in the attack. It was all planned. Now it makes sense why he was a target as well. Like Enlil felt like Nabu backstabbed them basically at that point. If Enlil stabbed him there, the entire game wouldn't have happened. Nabu lips move up to one side, almost in the bitter smile, as he turns his back on the people who were only moments ago his
今
comrades.
まで楽しかったぜ。じゃあな。まあ、せいぜい頑張ることだ。さてと。マルドゥークを改良した新型の量子型コンピューター、アッシュールか。
Okay. So he was like the main researcher, the main programmist behind Ashur then. So Exar gave him a job to create a better Marduk. The muscular man who was silent up till then mutters this.
まさかネルガル、あなたまで。なぜ？どうしてそんなことを言うの？
His brusque face warps even more as he grows.
ならなぜだ。 エクサークのくだらない影響が消えた今をどうして潮時などという。
だからこそだ。どうせ1年前に起きるはずだったこと
A
だ。
year ago. What happened a year ago?
あなたは。
それに
Oh, Eresh happened a year ago. Okay. Mergal also led Babylon and revived his independent business in the real world.
私たちのバビロンはあの時に失われていた。お姉様、あなたは正しかった。
Ishtar also led Babylon and formed her own team.
私は間違えた。あの時エクサークの手を拒んでいたら、私たちの楽園はバビ。
Members who led were locked in after that.
アヌさんもこのバビロンを見捨てるというのか。
つかさ。
Now you are alone in the Babylon. We can fuck anywhere. I mean, just work on programs and stuff. And again, flashback of he fighting Ashur. And he got lonely and murdered thousands.
バビロンの経営打ち切り？
Okay.
どういうこと？
It was certainly bold out of the blue. Exarch completed discarded their network game division, which contained Babylon, as it wasn't turning up a profit. So yeah, this is before, because we are still going back in time. But also, if you think about this, like, that means that we are now as he in the past, like before he fought like Ashur and stuff, before he became like scattered on the net. No, wait, this is after, because Eresh is not here. Eresh was like going into the tank to bring back he. Okay, never mind. One pretext was that they could no longer live up to the demands of their endless. Wait, no, it doesn't make sense. Wait. Timeline doesn't make sense. Wait, when is this? Eresh is no longer here. Eresh went into the tank to find scattered he. But he was protecting Marduk after Marduk. But Marduk got created after these events. So yeah, he fought Ashur way after this. Because Marduk was created already. So Eresh is not in the tank yet. Eresh just left them. Yeah, okay, Eresh just left and she's like doing her own shenanigans around. Okay, never mind. Okay, so that still makes sense. So Eresh still probably created he as a program here. And she left the Babylon, the whole Anunnaki thing. For some goal, for some reason. And she went to the tank later. I think. Because otherwise she wouldn't mention that she was like going to search for his fragments in the tank. She was searching for him before he fought Ashur. Okay. My brain fried now. I'll just take it face value. What? Okay. One pretext was that they could no longer live up to the demands of the endlessly growing user base. Another pretext was that the cost was also endlessly growing. Another pretext was that the advertising revenue couldn't match up to expectations. He assembled himself to fight Ashur or something like that, but Ashur scattered him again. Oh. Okay. Because he was always like, since he like helped Yumi, he was a legend and he was like all over the net, so his pieces of data were basically all over the net. And then he assembled... Okay. Huh. Another pretext was that it wasn't improving their corporate image. Another pretext was that they were moving their budget to more important different businesses. With these plausible reasons all set up, Exarch withdrew itself. Babylon had lost its guardian deity, its patron with overwhelming power.
こんな高価なおもちゃを連中が何の魂胆もなく貸してくれるはずがないさ。
Just as Nabu had guessed, this was all according to plan. According to Keikaku. Password. Remember when I was like about to try to decipher password like that? Accepted. Concerning the trial operation of the experimental quantum computer, classified company information. The prototype quantum computer trial operation was conducted by using it as the host server for the MMORPG Babylon. It was judged to be ideal for the functions tests, for the calculations, data processing, image processing, and the other process it needed to do in order to manage vast amounts of characters and parameters. The network game division was founded. Management and administration will be conducted by the current managers, Anuaki. In order to maintain the secret of the quantum computer, the experiment will be terminated as shortly as possible. As soon as enough experimental data has been gathered, the network game division will be abandoned. Yeah, there was nothing written about a specific time period. Yeah, it could be like tomorrow. Not sure, but he got it together to fight Ashur because Muski is like Eresh, plus Marduk is supercomputer, so he felt something. Reclamation of annulled records, these proceedings. Our support of Babylon, which is consequent with the quantum computer tests, will end up approximately 1 year at the least. At the latest. Oh, okay. In other words, it had been unspoken agreement among the top management that support would only last for about a year. Anoki had been left completely in the dark. Marduk, the quantum computer that supported Babylon, as its main server was shut off.
どうせ滅するのなら誰の手にも委ねはしない。エンリル自らこの手で引導を渡してくれよ。
Then Enlil brought the flood. You angered the Enlil. By inserting a system destruction virus, Marduk began to completely break. In the skies of Babylon, the malevolent god Enlil appears, accompanied by the storms. She's Zeus! Enlil lamented while shedding blood and tears. That's the origin of the flood. The city of the net that had invoked its god wrath was swallowed by the water of waves waving their way from one area to the next. And again we have flashback of this, okay. Why are we constantly getting this jitter after each scene? But Marduk avoided destruction. Did it? Oh yeah, Mutsuki like saved some of its data or something, right? I don't remember exactly, but she did something. This is inside Exarch actually. Wait, what? The man types as he mutters. Wait, did he just yoinked like data or like design of Marduk from Babylon and just like hide it? The monitor he fervently stares at is displaying the quantum computer OS code. Nabu is planting something inside Marduk. Okay. Nabu, that's right. This is Nabu. Marduk OS kernels section is scattered and fragmented by Nabu, who starts to cut its link off. So this is before... So Nabu was working for Exarch before... It's not like he first started to work for Exarch later. So he created like the first Marduk, or like maybe not created, but he helped creating it. And he just added some kind of like Easter egg inside of Marduk. Like, you know, like all of these like funny developers that are like doing some weird stuff in the code, and then you have like finish the game and then something pops up. At this rate, it will never naturally recover. To those who don't know what really happened, it will only look like it crashed. Never mind, this is like later, I think. Okay, but as long as it has the keyword that Nabu had repaired, Marduk OS kernel will defrag and reboot. And fragmentation, fragmented files into the correct form, fragmented. Oh, defrag. To use metaphor, taking pieces of the scattered jigsaw puzzle, putting them together in the proper spot, the frag goes for computer performance will improve. This off topic, but the best, the fragmentation screen, I said it like in the beginning of this game, I think, somewhere, had Windows 95 and 98. I could like stare hours at looking like this thing was like defragmenting the disk. Like these little squares were fucking amazing. Oh, I forgot there's another one, fragmented. Action by which information in the computer memory area, hard drive and the like, that should be recorded consequently becomes scattered and unlinked. When fragmentation worsens, the linked reference malfunction and the computer must search for the rest of the drive for the right information. The computer performance drops in a bad circumstances, crashes altogether. Okay, so if they mention defrag now, I think about the defrag window that we have in the main menu. Is this defrag window that we have basically a Marduk? Like we're trying to defragment Marduk and reboot it? Like the original Marduk? It's just messed up because of the flood. Because Enlil destroyed this. So we're trying to restore Marduk. Is that fake? Almost like someone has to defrag it, huh? Yeah, like I said. What he's doing is fake destruction. So it's not like before, like, this is not like creation of the Marduk. This is like him saving Marduk while Enlil tried to destroy it. Even though Exarch seems so firm, their opinions were divided on how they should go about handling the experimental model quantum computer. Or maybe it was actually the past. One point of the discussion was whether or not to physically destroy it.
もっと確実な手段を用いるべきではないか。正式な量子コンピューターはすでに完成している。試作機は破棄しても問題ないはずだ。我が社の知的財産権には変えられん。物理的に破壊し、間違ってもハッカーなどの手に機密を残さぬようにする。
Such were the claims of those in favor of the destruction, but the faction in favor of protecting it wouldn't go down that easy.
たとえ試作型とはいえ、貴重な遺産だ。ただ破壊するような蛮行こそ。
そうだ。破壊すべきではない。残しておけば、後々再利用も可能だ。量子コンピューター1台を生産するために一体いくらかかると思っているのか。
Like, if point of the game is to defragment and reboot the Marduk, Marduk the First, what is that supposed to accomplish? We're just saving the old PC. Okay. We know nothing about the original Marduk. Outside of, yeah, that was the computer for 1 year for the Babylon. The result of their conflicting opinions was... It was so-called compromise proposal, and thus Nabu's scheme was fulfilled. Nabu told no one of that act, not even his former comrades and Noaki. Therefore, yeah. Chad Nabu, his plans are beyond your understanding. Apparently, yes. Saint tried to save Marduk and became desperate, but only time passed. She scratched her forehead and tears slowly forming in her eyes. Because of the structural differences, it was impossible to transplant quantum computer code into the traditional lower specs computer. Even seeing a genius hacker in the IC is unable to do anything. Oh wait! Didn't we had this line before? In one of the previous roads? I think like I heard this line somewhere before. Oh yeah. A jetpack rosary on the scene chest shines. Scene looks at the flickering monitor. Light returns to the eyes, to her eyes, erasing all traces of anxiety. As if possessed by something, Sin continues to translate. She can live up to her previous performance with the existing Neumann machine specs, so Marduk has ever lost her self-consciousness like a drunkard. It was so that something remained. I'm not trying to understand now this, I think. That something made its function as the unconscious AI and begins to struggle as it tries to make itself regenerate. Just as Nabu had hoped, she didn't fall silent. Before long, that something found Nabu's keyword with its own power. It was the desire of the living being to cling to life itself. I want to live. I still want to live. I'm right here. Wait, so that was not Eresh or Mutsuki that sent Hinata this message? That was the first Marduk that sent this to him and to Ishtar in road A and B? Wait, that was Marduk the first the whole time? Does all of them? Hey, what? Why quantum computers are complicated? A world of infinite layers. Okay, quick recording. Like, I'm recording this after like previous recording. We're still on stream. I was about to end the stream. I went here. Like, I was like wondering if like this is Marduk. So like, is the center Marduk, and the program that Nabud made is like the other side, or maybe the center is Road E is the program, but I don't know if that was here before. So I was just like thought I would just record this. Like, was like Road C? Wait, that was C, B, and C. Like having like this like cracked pattern here? I don't think so. Why it's crooked like that? Look at Road A. Road A have like this like perfectly shaped things. Then here we started having like, look at that. Did we had this before? I don't think so. Is this just glitch? Maybe, but I'm paranoid at this point. Sorry. And Road D is slightly crooked here as well. Like, it's like not like correctly aligned with everything else. But yeah, that's just a side note after recording. Okay, so I'm recording this like next day after the previous recording, and my like little additional stuff about the death flag window here. I'm not sure if I will post this the previous recording, but maybe. Anyway, I checked my concerns with the endings of previous episodes, and yeah, like Road like C. Wait, this is C and this is D, right? I forgot which one is which. Anyway, these two got crooked like that. Like they have like this like line. They like look weird, and they're not like crispy like these, like Road A of Hinata. Only after the previous ending. Every time we had this window, it's been just squares like that. It's just been perfectly made like this, and now it's crooked. I wonder if this is just visual bug or it actually means something, but we'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.